Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. This time we will be studying the 12th chapter of Tripura Rahasya, Jnana Khanda. In this 12th chapter, inquiry is initiated on the basis of what was said by the teacher Bhagwan Dattatreya at the end of 11th chapter. So we have seen 11th chapter last time, and after 11 months have passed, we have forgotten it totally. What was said, God knows. Or maybe Bhagwan Dattatreya knows, we do not know. So just to brush up a little bit, sound is not good. What was said was, Satya Satye Vibhagena Bhasete Sarvato Khilam Pratibimba Darshabhanam Iva Tat Vipracharaya. Our experience about the world has two components. One component is that it's okay. Everybody can hear me. Even if you can't, never mind. So, I am not very happy with this. Make it down. Bass or triple sub come kar dalo. And you also sit down. Or you start playing with it. I know, Manju, even in the car when we are enjoying the music, everybody is enjoying the music. Manju will do something and destroy it. Expertise. So, when we look at the world, there are two components in our experience. One component is the steady component of our experience. And second is the changing component of our experience. Satya, Asatya. So, Satya Satya Vibhagena Bhasete Sarvataha Akhilam. Everything in this world, including ourselves, there are these two, Satya, Asatya. Satya is that which remains unchanged. And Asatya is that which doesn't remain the same. It is constantly changing. Now, out of these two, to understand it, tat pravicharaya. Now, contemplate on these two components. Which is that which we give importance to? If we give importance to what is not changing, the quality of our experience will be different. If we give importance to what is constantly changing, then the quality of our experience will be different. And if we make a hodgepodge khichdi out of these two, we will be experiencing both, and then we want the things to happen according to our choice. It is here the samsara begins. For example, the teacher gives Pratibimba Adarsha Bhanam Iva. Adarsha is a mirror. Pratibimba is a reflection. So when we are looking into the mirror, there are two aspects. One is the surface of the mirror, which is Satya, which is unchanging. See, this one particular thing is worth reflecting again and again. This is called as meditation. So, the surface of the mirror is unchanging, And all that is reflected in the mirror as a reflection, that is constantly changing. When our attention is on the reflection, we will miss the surface of the mirror. If our attention is on the surface of the mirror, then we will be beyond the changes which are happening in the reflection. Now apply this. I am moving my hand. So let your attention be on the movement of the hand. Now, from this changing phenomena, movement of the hand, bring your attention to the eyes or the vision because of which the movement is seen. See the quality of experience. Forms are many, constantly changing. All the forms are supported by the formless space which is never changing. Forms are born, they die. The formless space is neither born nor dies. Similarly, sounds are many, constantly changing, but the silence which is supporting the sound is unchanging. See? So, Satya, Asatya. In every experience, these are the two components. One component is a changing component. Other is the unchanging component. Now, what is that which we give importance to? When we give importance to the changing component, what will be our struggle to give importance to the changing component? That it should not change. See? This is how we want to maintain that we are young, ungrowing, and always the same. So we do the makeup to cover the breakup. So if we give importance to the changing component in our life, our struggle will be to see that the changing component should not change. And it can never happen. What is the net result? Frustration. This is exactly what happens when people sit for meditation. Mind is a changing component. And the one who is sitting for meditation is the unchanging one. And then the struggle will be, mind should not change. See? It is something like a student spilled the mercury from the bottle and was afraid now the teacher will scold, so wanted to put it back into the bottle, so started lifting the spilled mercury by his fingers. Lift it and put it. Nothing comes in the hand. Exactly the same way. But when we recognize this, then these are the two components. Then we don't have to do anything. Only change the focal length. See? So, you are looking at the movement of the hand changing. Now, focus attention on the vision which is illuminating the changes. This experience is not created. Only thing, the focal length is changed. Importance is not given to the changing phenomena, but the unchanging Satya. And this is all spiritual life. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhirastatra namuyyati. The body is constantly changing phenomena. The substratum which is supporting the changes of the body is unchanging Satyavastu. But where is our attention? To the changing phenomena, the body. And essentially, we all know, unknowingly, that we are not changing. We are the eternal substratum. And then we want to be unchanging as a body. See, friends. Therefore, pratibimba adarsha bhanam iva tat vipracharaya. Reflect on this again and again. Adarsho hi achalaha tatra chanchalam hi pratibimbakam tatha jagatchalam savit ajalam sarvavavitam. So in this example of the adarsha, the mirror and the reflection is constantly changing, the mirror is never changing. In the same manner, in the mirror of consciousness, the reflection of the world is constantly changing. The choice is ours. What we give importance to. Ata eva hi bhavanam vichara saharupata tatha hi suryaloko hi vastunam avabhasakaha. In the same manner, sarva bhavanam, for all the experiences of all the things and beings, vichara asaharupata, vichara, reflection, contemplation, inquiry. The moment you inquire about anything in this world, that thing disappears. Asaharupata. When you inquire about the form, what is the form? When we inquire about the body, what is the body? Body is nothing but an assembly of 5 great elements. And sanghatasya pararthatvat, assembly of parts, is meant for someone who is other than the parts. Like car is an assembly of many parts. The car is not meant for the wheels. The car is not meant for the steering. The car is not meant for the road. The car is meant for the person. In the same manner, when all the parts of the car are separated, nothing is lost. Everything is there. So the moment we inquire, roop, form, it disappears. Bhavanam vichara asaharupata tatha hi suryalogo hi vastunam avabhasaka. In the same manner of all the things, this, when the sun comes, the darkness disappears. In the presence of the sun, darkness cannot remain. In the same manner, in the presence of the inquiry, this relative world cannot exist. See? That is all, friends. And therefore, evam hi kasyachid syad visham kasyachid bhaved manushade patighatakari vittir hi lakshate योगिनाम गुह्यकादीनाम अप्रतिघात लक्षणाम कालो देशस्य दीर्घोयो मनुष्यादि प्रभावितः एव हि विपरीतो वै देवानाम योगिनामपि दर्पणे भासमानस्य दूरादेर दूरता यथा. In the same manner, what is considered as the poison for one, it is not poison for others. What is considered as impossible to go through, like human beings cannot go through the walls, but the yogis, they can pierce through the solid rocks, nothing happens to them. In the same manner, what is a long period of time for the human beings is a short time for the great gods, and what is a long time is a short time for the others. These are all relative. There was a chicken, and she had her baby with her. 1 day old chick. And they went for, outside for the first time to start picking the food on the ground. And there was one small puddle of water, maybe where an ant also cannot sink. So little bit water. And a day-old chick was going and told, "Mom, I have never seen such a huge deluge of water in my life." So the mother asked, "Beta, what is your age? You are day-old chick and you are talking, in my whole life I have never seen such a huge quantity of water." See? So all these things, time, space, object. One more example. Similarly, darpane bhasyamanasya durader durata yatha. The mirror is not thicker than maybe 1 millimeter or less. But if some object is in front 10 feet, it appears 10 feet deep. But is it 10 feet deep? See, friends. This is all the spirituality is. And if we become oriented in this, you can never be involved in this world and struggle in this world. It cannot. These are contradictory in terms. See? Like, will we try to improve our reflection in the mirror if the mirror is such that we look corrugated? So we will try to improve our mirror image? No. We know it is just an appearance. Appearance is that which appears to be but which is not. See the difference? So that which appears to be but which is not, what can we do? Enjoy. Don't become serious about it. See, friends. But for us, this world becomes so serious. So, darpane bhasamanasya durade durata yatha tathaivasya svabhavopi vicharena sthiri bhavet ataha ashraya rupena vina nasti kinchana. Therefore, in this world, every experience has got its two components. One is the changing component, second is the unchanging component. And this changing component, when it is attacked by the army of inquiry, disappears. These are the experiments worth practicing as meditation rather than struggling. First, we'll do right away. First of all, I'll chant the Lord's name. I will not say concentrate. Never concentrate in life. But remain more and more aware. Concentration is on others. Those of you who are listening me with concentration, they will get tired. स्वामी जी आज बहुत हो गया. Don't struggle. Remain aware. Let the words hammer on the eardrums, let the sound be caught by the mind, let the mind understand or not understand, you don't worry. See, relax. See. So first, remain aware of the sounds that I chant. The second experiment, remain aware about the silence that is given importance. And the third, then go beyond the sound and the silence. These are the three stages. We begin. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. Now be aware of the silence. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. The third stage. Remain aware of your own being, not aware of the sound or aware of the silence. Objectless awareness. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. First, when we were aware of the sounds, our experience was sounds came and disappeared. Then we were aware of the silence, and when we are aware of the silence, we did not like the sounds. And when we have gone beyond the sound and the silence, it makes no difference. This is why Bhagavan Shankara says, Yogarato va bhogarato va, Sangarato va sangavihina, Yasya brahmani ramate chittam. He who is merged in the Absolute, for him the relative world does not exist. It appears. For us, the relative world exists as real. So for the wise people, the relative world appears. The difference between existence and appearance is this. Like when we are standing in front of the mirror, for us, the reflection is an appearance. But a sparrow which sits in front of the mirror, she will see, oh, somebody is there. Who is there? And then she will start pecking on that surface of the mirror. To what extent? Till she starts bleeding and find out who is there. Struggle. Can that sparrow do anything to get rid of that reflection in the mirror? Cannot. Exactly the same way. This whole world is nothing but like a reflection. What we experience is only reflections, not the original. See? Like how the objects are comprehended, all forms form the image on the retina, and that image is caught in the thought, and the thought is bathing in the light of consciousness, and the knowledge is that of the images. So the mind on which the image is forming, if that mind is disturbed, image is distorted, then friends and enemies, value and no value, good and bad, important, not important, the whole samsara is born. See, friends. Therefore, the teacher says, Yadastiti bhati tattu chitireva maheshwari evam jagat chidat chidekatma rupam te samyak eritam. Therefore, whatever we are experiencing is nothing but the Paramatma, the conscious reality, the Maheshwari alone. See, there are three words used to indicate the absolute reality: masculine, feminine, and neuter. When the word Brahman is used, it is a neuter word, neuter gender. When the same reality is indicated as Chiti, Chit, Samvit, it is a feminine word. And when the same reality is indicated as Atma or Paramatma, it is a masculine word. Because the truth is everything and yet beyond. See, friends. Now be very attentive. When we are looking at the mirror and see the reflection in the mirror, we can see this in two different ways, or we can understand it in two different ways. One way is we give importance to the reflection and say that reflection is nothing but the lateral inversion. When I am lifting something with the right hand, in the reflection it appears it is happening with the left hand, called as lateral inversion. This is one way of looking at it. And the second is, if the mirror is not good one, corrugated or having defect, reflection also appears defective. Now the other way of looking at the reflection, whatever may be the reflection, it is nothing but the mirror only. The same surface of the mirror becomes the space, becomes the air, becomes the fire, the water, the earth, the beings, the things, the movement, the steadiness, everything, the same surface of mirror becomes. Therefore, when we are touching the reflection of fire in the mirror, we are touching the mirror. When we are touching the reflection of waters in the mirror, we are touching the mirror. So, the mirror is the material cause of all that is appearing in the mirror reflection. In the same manner, the one conscious reality is the material cause of this total phenomena called as the world. And therefore, when we touch Shivalinga, we are touching Sakshat Paramatma. This is the burden of this statement. See? Therefore, all that we are experiencing is nothing but Paramatma. Yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadhaya. Because our attention is now not on the changing phenomena. Because changing phenomena we have already discarded. Yesterday in the evening class we have seen what Bhagavan Krishna told to Uddhavji. See? Don't glorify, don't condemn anything in this world. Because if you glorify or condemn, you give a status of reality to the changing phenomena, which is not. See, friends. And this is what Upanishad says. Ishavasimidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena tena nama rupena tyaktena asti bhati nama rupa asti bhati priya nama rupa iti panchamshakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagad rupam tatodvayam. Everything, every bhava has got its two components. One is asti bhati priya satchidananda nama rupa. So the asti bhati priya satchidananda, conscious blissful existence, is the reality, the Brahman. Nam rupa is the world, the jagat, because it is constantly changing. So what will be the spiritual practice now? You yourself decide and do it. Simply change the focal length. Next time you are standing in front of the mirror, play. When you are sitting, see the reflections in the mirror. What are the things behind you? They are all seen there. Observe them very keenly. After that is done, now next thing. Observe the surface of the mirror, not the reflections. And when you will focus your attention on the surface of the mirror, all the reflections in the mirror will become secondary, redundant, and unimportant. And in the third stage, then forget about the reflection or the mirror, but bring your attention on the vision that is illuminating both the mirror and the reflection. And the last stage is whether the eyes are open or closed. When eye is open, nothing is added to me. When eye is closed, nothing is lost. Therefore, essentially, everything is nothing but pure consciousness. This inertness, otherness is only the game of mind, not otherwise. Evam jagat chidekatma rupam te samyak iritam. Thus we have told you that the whole world is nothing but pure, conscious, blissful existence. Come to recognize this. Up to here we have seen in our last session. Now the 12th, Dvadashodhyayaha, 12th chapter begins. Evam dattatreya mukhan jagat tattvam nishamyatu papracha bhargavo bhuyaham sandeha kalilantaraha Bhagavan sushrutam proktam bhavata jagatam nanum yatha bravishi bhagavan tattathaiva cha anyatha tathapi na kuta etadhi bhati satyatmakam sada kuto va nirbuddhimadbihi satyatvena vinishchitam tvattaha shrutam chapi bhuyo bhati me satyavat kutaham bruhi etad krupayanatha yatha nashet ayam brahmaha itya prushto bhargaveena dattatreyo mahashayaham jagat satya bhranti moolam pravaktum upachakrame. Evam dattatreya mukha jagat tattvam nishamyatu. In this manner, what was said in the last chapter, what is the essence that the world is? Nothing but the pure consciousness. There is nothing like the world. See? When this particular philosophy, there are two of them, and this particular topic I had discussed at length in that, Amritanubhav commentary. Those who are expounding on this is called as the Ishvara Advayavad. And what Bhagavan Shankaracharya calls is the Advaita, not Ishvara Advaita. And they have always a tussle between the two. These people, they say, Shankaracharya talks only Brahman or the reality as Prakashatmak. And these people say, Ishvara Advayavadi, they say no, Brahman is both Prakashatmak and Vimarshatmak. So the manifest and unmanifest is Paramatma alone. And Shankaracharya says that the unmanifest alone is Paramatma, manifest is illusion. On the basis of these two, there is a non-stop fight going on. So I was enjoying that fight, and by God's grace, when I studied the whole thing, my conclusion is put in that particular book. So my conclusion is, in a glass of milk, there was half milk, and two persons were fighting. One was telling that the glass is filled half by milk. The other said, no, the half glass is empty. No man, half glass is full. No man, half glass is empty. And when they were fighting, I went and drank the milk and went. Now find out what happened. See? What Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Jagan Mithya. Mithya means what? See? Mithya doesn't mean it is not experienced. See? Mithya means which is experienced but does not exist. See? Pratiti. Now take this definition and extend. What is our experience? Our experience is we are separate from each other. Is this separateness real? When is this separateness established? Only when I am identified with the body and you are identified with the body and we touch each other. Hey, don't touch, keep away. Don't you know I have taken bath after 6 months? Don't touch. I am pure. You are impure. And when you sleep, thereafter, my feet are in your lap, you have no problem. Your hand is in my pocket, I have no problem. See? So where is that otherness gone? It has come and gone only in the mind. So what is the reality? That which comes and goes, that is reality, or that which remains all the time same, that is the reality. See, therefore, when it is said that the world is an illusion according to Shankar Vedanta, does not mean Bhagavan Shankaracharya says the world doesn't exist. It appears to be real. See, ornaments are not real, gold is real. That does not mean that the Shankar Vedanti fellow will throw away the ornaments. No, he will not do that. He will collect more. You will see all the Shankaracharyas. Their understanding is correct. See, friends. Therefore, after having heard this thing, Dattatreya Mukha Jagat Tattvam Nishamyathu Bhargavaha Parshuramji Maharaj Sandeha Kalilantaraha. Kalila is mud. Yadate Moha Kalilam Buddhirvyati Tarishyati Tada Gantasi Nirvedam Shrotavyasya Shrutasya Ja. In the second chapter, Bhagavan uses this word. Yada te moha kalilam. The mud. Kalila is, this mud doesn't give a very good, experience. Kichad. So, like a slurry, when you are in that mud, try to come out, you go deeper and deeper into it, don't come out of it. The moha kalilam. We are merged or submerged in the this mud of doubts, confusion. Till such time you will continue to suffer in this world. Yada te moho kalinam buddhi vyatidarishati. But when your intellect is free from all these wrong notions, then only you will have some glimpses of the truth. Tada yogam avapsasi. So, Sandeha Kalilantaraha, having heard this truth from Bhagavan Dattatreya, now our great student Parshuramji Maharaj, instead of understanding, he got more confused. See, the confusion comes when we listen with some preformed notions and obsessions. Like the other day, we were somewhere, and a very nice person, Swamiji knows. He's a very good person, but he's caught up in some kind of thing. And that, what is that? He will be doing, these Reiki fellows, that you become the channel, and energy flows through you. In what? Which is without energy. And then you'll do that. And then vibrations. And they get so much caught up in that. So when we go to so many places, one person, Swamiji, how do you feel the vibrations here? Where are the vibrations? Don't you feel vibrations? No. Really? I say, no vibration. Where is the vibration? Show me where is the vibration. No, there are divine vibrations here. When I went to that Mahatma, I felt so many vibrations, and then started. Don't get carried away by all that. It has nothing to do with the truth. Whether you are moving or not moving, you are the same. That which refuses to undergo any change is the truth. But when we are trying to understand, okay, I understood now Brahman, samajh mein aa gaya. Okay. Got it. And when this happens, the student goes to the teacher. Sir, I have understood very well. And he expects the teacher will appreciate. Good, beta, you are a rare student who has understood it. But the teacher bangs him. Yadi manyase suvedeti dahar mevapi nunam tvam vetha brahmano rupam yadasyatvam atha deveshu mimam samevate. What you think that you understood very well, you understood nothing. Because you have understood the reality with reference to something. What you have understood? Yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. This is what you have understood. That because of which the mind is able to reflect is the Brahman, and not that which is reflected upon by the mind is the Brahman. This is what you understood, isn't it? Yes. Suppose there is no mind, then what will you do? Then you can't understand. And what we told you? Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vak gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha, na vijaniyamaha, yatha etad anushishyad. There your sense organs of action, mind, intellect does not function. If the intellect does not function, how do you dare say that I have understood very well? See, this is how moha kalilam, the delusion born out of understanding. Narayan. Therefore, Upanishad says that Ajnatam vijanatam, avidjnatam vijanatam. Those who know, they know not, and those who know not, they alone know. Therefore, Moha Kalilam. Never try to understand. Just relax, expose yourself to satsanga, and when you go, as you have come empty, go empty. Don't carry notes. उस दिन तो ये समझ में आया था, आज क्या हो गया? It happens many times. That day I understood, today I am not understanding. Kare Baba, that day also it was an illusion of understanding, it was not understanding. See? Many times the students say, Swami, that day the meditation was good, it was really good. Today it did not happen. Is it ice cream? Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. See? Therefore, when Dattatreya Bhagavan told our Parshuramji got more confused, Sandeha Kalilantaraha. And he said, Bhagavan Sushrutam Proktam Bhavata Jagatam Nanum Yatha Braveshi Bhagavan Tatha Eva Nate Anyatha. Oh Lord, whatever you have told about the world, I have very clearly heard. And what you tell, it must be the same way. There is no doubt about it. So the student is giving certificate to the Guru. See? Guru Maharaj, you are really great. See? So what the Guru will do? My prarabdha. In Calcutta, there was one girl, Geeta, I still remember, I don't know where is she now. Non-stop chatterbox, continuously talking. So once I was sitting, she came. She said, Swamiji, I got a doubt. Is there prarabdha for Mahatmas? I said, yes. I don't believe. I said, don't believe. Okay, tell me what is your prarabdha? I said, you are my prarabdha. Coming and eating my head. See? So, oh Lord, whatever you are told, it must be so. I have no doubt about it. It can't be na anyatha. And tathapi kutaha etadhi bhati satyatmakam sada. And yet, how do I always experience that this world is real? See? So I have accepted what you say, that this world is nothing but Paramatma, and the Paramatma portion of the world is real, and the Nama Rupatmakam Jagat is not real. I understood, yet how do I experience that these names and forms, the changing aspect of the world is real? Why I experience like this? Guru will tell. I also have the same question about you. You say you understood, then why do you say like this? Maharaj. Tathapi kuta etadhi bhati satyatmakam sada. It is something like, I went to the 5-star hotel and I read the whole menu 3-4 times. Still my hunger has not gone. Hare Maharaj, by reading the menu, hunger doesn't get satiated. You have to order and pay through nose. See? One sandwich, pay $20 and eat nothing. Then your stomach will be filled and pocket will be empty. Acha tha. Tathapi kuta etadhi bhati satyatmakam sada. So, it's not only me, but others also. Kuto va anyehi buddhi madbhihi Satyatvena Vinishchitam. There are many philosophies. And all those philosophies say, oh, this world is real. Serve the world, which is not there. Serve the world. See, if this is really accepted by us without any ifs and buts, the quality of our experience will be different. This is what Bhagavan told, don't praise, don't condemn. Whenever you praise or condemn anything or anybody in this world, you have given a status of reality. Do we praise or condemn our shadow? See? In the morning, the shadow was very nice, long one, but in the afternoon, it has become small and dumb. No. We don't appreciate or condemn. Because it is merely an appearance. It is not real. I remember once this happened in South Africa. After the earthquake in Gujarat, I went to South Africa. During the earthquake, I was there participating in the earthquake, but still survived. So I went. And after I reached there, after my lecture series was concluding, many Gujaratis, in South Africa. So they came together and with a fat purse, and Swamiji, we want to give it to you, and whatever work you are doing in that earthquake hit area, you can use this amount. I said, this amount you said to somebody, I'll give you the addresses, they will do it. No, but we are inspired by you, we want to give it to you. I said, okay, give. And I promise you, I will not use a single rand out of it for anybody else except for myself. But why so? I said, I got my own principles. I don't want to do good to anybody in this world. Very peculiar, but people do. I said, then you give to people, not to me. See, friends, this is one of the biggest disease. It's a catch. Maya is this only. Don't do good to anybody. Be good, don't do good. See, when you start doing good, then you will carry the burden. I have done so much for the world, but what the world has given me? Kicks. You are freely available. See, let goodness happen, friends. And this disease of doing is so strong that we want to do this. And as a result, what is left behind is only a frustration. The sun doesn't give light or energy. It happens. There is no place for this I which is doing something. Therefore Gita says, Yasya nahang kruto bhavaha buddhihi yasya na lipyate hatvapi sa iman lokan nahanti na nibadyate. Therefore, here तथापि एतत् कुतद्धि भाति सत्यात्मकं सदा कुतो वा अन्यैः बुद्धिमद्भिः सत्यत्वेन विनिश्चितम्. There are many philosophies, they say, no, this world is real, we should do good to the world. Sometimes when these people come and they ask me this thing, Swamiji, you please start some school, we are with you. I said, what will be your contribution? Produce children and give me to look after. Why should I start a school? Children you produce and I will look after them. Forget about it. I am not going to do that. Somewhere in Karnataka, they told me, Swamiji, that big hillock is mine. I will like to give it to you. I said, very good, give. You build the ashram there. I said, once you have given it to me, what should I do? Who are you to tell me? No, you build the ashram. For that also money we will bring. Then what? Then whenever we want, we can come and have your darshan. I said, why don't you tell that you want a qualified chowkidar there, a watchman, so that anytime you go, somebody is there. Acha, aiye, Maharaj. Don't get caught up in this world. The most important thing. Tvattaha shrutam chapi bhuyo bhati me satyavat kutaha. And I have heard directly from, O Guru Maharaj, from your mukha kamala, yet my buddhi kamala. Yet my dumb intellect is unable to reject this world as an illusion. Please understand, what is the meaning of illusion? Taking the world to be and a place of indulgence, enjoyment and destruction is illusion. Taking the world to be Sakshat Paramatma is the reality. See, friends, the sense of otherness is illusion. See? Left hand is other than the right hand. Therefore, if the left hand is cut, I don't mind. No. They may be separate from each other. There may be differences, but there is no differentiation on account of the differences. That is the meaning of getting beyond the illusions. Illusion doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It appears to be real. So, Paramatma appears to be the world. This is illusion. So, when we look at the world and recognize that as Paramatma, then our vision is correct. But when we look at the Lord and say that this is the world, this is illusion. We are looking at the waters and call it as the ocean is an illusion. We are looking at the ocean, call it as a water, this is the reality. See, friends. But see how our understanding. Once I was in Visakhapatnam and we went by boat deep into the sea. And it was very rough sea. So they say, Swami, should we go back? It is very rough. I said, no, I am enjoying. Let us go still further. So others, no, Swamiji, I feel very sick. We have to go. I said, go back. Then one person asked, because suppose it sinks, what will happen? Therefore, how much deep is the water here in the sea? Now see the question. How much deep the water is in the sea? So the sea is an object and in that water is the content. This is the meaning, is it not? But what is the truth? The water is not in the sea is in the water. See? In one of the sessions, I was talking about with the example of mud. From that day onward, I stopped giving that example. If you remove the mud from the pot, what remains? Well, elderly man said, clean mud pot. You could laugh, I could not laugh. That is my tragedy, that is my concern. So from that day I said, no, this is the wrong example. Therefore, this is called as Viparya. Viparya means the upside down understanding. Understanding should be the sea is in the water, but we say the water is in the sea. Our present understanding is I am in the body, but the truth is body is in me. See? When the prana goes, the body dies. Therefore, prana is in the body. No, the body is in the prana. When this viparya disappears, then alone the truth is revealed. And therefore, here, Tvattaha Shrutam Chapi Bhuyaha Bhati Me Satyavat Kutaha. Although I heard from you, my great Maharaj, yet why I am experiencing this as real? See? Therefore, Bruhi Etat Krupaya Natha. O Nath, O teacher, O Guru Maharaj, O my boss, Yatha Bruhed, you tell me in such a manner, Nashet Ayam Brahmaha. This delusion must disappear. I am fed up. Then we have really taken to the spiritual path. Our spirituality is how much more we can get entangled in the relative world. That is our spirituality. So we go to the temple, to the Mahatmas and tell, Maharaj, my son doesn't study properly. So Bhagwan will say, Acha, main pad lunga. Next. Our inquiry is not about the truth. And many times we ask questions because Maharaj has come. If nobody asks questions, it doesn't look nice. And therefore ask questions. In one place I went, they were asking question after. I said, look here. 2 roti doge, 25 प्रश्न पूछ रहे हो. You are giving me only 2 chapatis and asking 100 questions. Don't give food, I don't want your food. No, Swamiji, don't get angry, tell only. So, okay, last question. And the last question was, Swamiji, why we like to sit in the company of the Mahatmas more and more. What is the reason? I said, okay, listen. When you talk to Mahatmas, they listen to you. You talk to one husband goes and talk to other husband. Do you think other husband will listen? This is nothing. My wife is terrible. But when we go to the Mahatmas, they listen to us. Therefore, we like them. Second thing, they don't compete with our tragedies. One husband competes with the tragedy of other. तुम्हारी बीबी तो फिर भी ठीक है. Your wife is still better. My wife, she doesn't take food unless I come home. Really? Imported from Satya Yuga? No. Then I had to cook. And then but when we go to the Mahatmas, they listen to us. Otherwise, who listens to whom, you tell me? One mother talks the glory of her child. Do you think other mother listens? She cuts her throat. Nothing. My child. And therefore we like the Mahatmas. And the most important thing, why we like to go to satsang? This also one question was asked. I said, because it is the only place you are told that you are Sakshat Satchidananda Parabrahma Paramatma. All other places, Murak aa gaya. All other places, we are abused. A dumb fellow has come. Satsanga, Sakshat. I also feel I am Brahman. But nobody appreciates. I think the Mahatma is the real Mahatma. He calls me Brahman. Therefore, although you told, please tell why this delusion continues. Please remove this delusion. I am fed up. Itya prushto bhargavena dattatreyo mahashayah jagat satyat bhranti moolam pravaktum upachakrame. And when Parshuramji asked in this manner, then what is the cause of this illusion that the world is? Why we take this illusory world to be real? Bhagavan Dattatreya begins his discourse. See. Therefore, friends, one of the most important thing is, where there is vichara, the problems disappear. Where there is no vichara, the problems appear. 1 hour is over. Am I to stop? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri